Hello. Do not listen to this recording while driving. This is Marina, and you know that I always believe that there's another way to do things. So find yourself somewhere really nice where you can just sit down or lie down for the next 10 minutes or so. And as you take your time to find that place and get adjusted, I should tell you that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And what that means is that the power and control is all up to you. And as I talk with you and you hear my voice, your conscious mind can decide what's beneficial, and your unconscious mind can discover new solutions, or your unconscious mind can decide what's beneficial, and your conscious mind can discover new solutions. And as you hear the sound of my voice, you might hear other noises and sounds, and that's okay, because you can just let those other noises and sounds take you deeper into your experience. Take a nice deep breath through your nose for a slow count of 3, and then let it out of your mouth for a slower count of 5. And let's do that again 2 more times, breathing in through the nose slowly and out of the mouth even slower. And maybe on one of those exhales, you can just let out a big sigh. Have you ever done that before? One of those big heavy sighs as you watch the rise and fall of your chest? And what's really cool is that you can just kind of slow things down if you really pay attention and count very slowly as you breathe in and breathe out. And what's amazing is that after just a few minutes of slowing things down and breathing just a bit slower, you might notice certain things. And what's interesting about the mind is that it's always working, even in the background, because you've been startled out of a sleep to an unfamiliar noise before. And yet sometimes, maybe it's your partner or a pet that snores, but you don't hear it. So when we talk about using all aspects of our mind, that which is conscious and that which is unconscious, because somewhere in your mind you were told to wake up to a certain unfamiliar sound, but likewise, maybe you don't wake up to a familiar sound, and it just takes you deeper. And what's really interesting about how the deeper mind works is that there's all sorts of things stored in that mind with emotion and feeling. Like there are some things you might remember, certain sounds and smells or certain events without even being there. And all of this information is stored somewhere. And this deep in the deep mind, this information can be accessed almost immediately from millions of memories in just scant amounts of time. And how could that bubblegummy, sugary smell of pink cotton candy remind me of the first day of a state fair? And maybe you have certain sights or smells that bring up maybe really pleasant thoughts or memories. Which begs the question, why, out of all the memories you have, the millions and millions of memories, do certain ones keep coming back up? And are these memories that you want to revisit? And you wonder, when you go and you have one of those memories from the past, you might ask yourself, is this helpful to me? And maybe you didn't know that you had control over what you do when a memory pops up. And what you can do when you have one of those unpleasant memories. You could maybe begin to forget about those and remember that time. And you're going to have to search for this one too. But do you remember that time that you were just having one of the most amazing times ever? And I don't know when it is, if you were with friends or family, maybe you're just having a good time by yourself. But when you think about that time right now and just really see yourself there having all that fun, you can know that your mind and your body are not aware if this memory is real or not. Like maybe you know you've maybe had one of those times before where you had maybe like one of those sensual fantasies where you get some visuals in your mind and your body begins to respond as if someone was really there. Maybe it's completely hot and heavy, and maybe it feels so real, yet it's all in your imagination, and you have this response in your body, and you feel great. Likewise, you could think about something not so pleasant, and then you might feel yourself become a little more tense. Your brow furrows and your shoulders tighten up. But that's not happening either. So if you just go ahead and allow your conscious mind to choose those memories that enable you to find solutions, or your unconscious mind can find solutions while your conscious mind learns more. You've heard of classical conditioning, right? Pavlov's dogs. So you have this power now to touch your thumb and your finger and remember that time in your life when you were just really so happy, when everything was going great. You were having that wonderful time doing, I don't know what it is, but you know. And you can always access this memory and begin to change the direction of your life with every thought you have, because thoughts become things, and you have the ability to direct those. So take a nice deep breath in through your nose for the count of 3, out of your mouth for the slow count of 5. And go ahead and do that 2 more times. And I don't know when it's going to be, either today or tomorrow, but you will find signs that have shown that you're changing for the better. And as you take one more nice, more energetic breath through your nose, just let everything go out of your mouth which does not serve you. Taking in 2 more energetic breaths, breathing in life and energy and exhaling that which does not serve you. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, and you know there is always another way.